or sinking sand. My final breath was not the end. The silence asks if I repent. In the judgment shade I stand alone, with hollow heart and flesh to stone. No mercy left, no prayer to save. Just questions echo in the Do you hear me, ancient voice? Was damnation always choice? The gate is shut, the time is gone. I face myself, and I am in the judgment shade I stand alone, with hollow heart and flesh to stone. No mercy left, no prayer to save. Just questions echo in the my veins. Whispers haunt the dead of night. Memories I still must fight. But steel is forged through flame and strife, and I will take back my life. The world may try was a younger me, still chained to what will never be. I scream but all the clocks just stare and whisper truths I cannot bear. Through the haze, but all I feel are colder days. The past await I can't outrun. My life repeats but never done. Trapped in the hourglass, the pure as bleeding, lost in endless pain. We were gods in gardens, now we're ghosts in chains. Shadows over Eden, nothing pure remains. freedom, its disguise. You bleed beneath the flag of lies. They own your work, they steal your breath, they feed you slow with silent death. System slave, rise or fall, your back's against the bloody wall. Break the chains, ignite the flame, refuse to play their wicked game. Bleeds where sun once burned, steel and flesh, the lines have turned. No more kings, no flags to raise.